Good day, guys. Being here. Previously, we did an exercise. I think it's 23007. We created a panel and with a rotation parameter, and then we use Dynamo. We can use Dynamo to randomize the angle. So today I'm going to show you. So this is so very similar to the family we did last time, but we're going to change it so it will be able to use for this Dynamo script to always follow the sun. Okay, so I'm going to show you. So basically I just go to graphic display options under lighting. So that's this sun setting. So if I change the time, for example, I change it to 12 o'clock and I click OK. So you can see the shadow, the lighting has changed. But if I click OK, this panel will follow. So it will facing the sun. Okay. So because Revit automatically run this one every time I change the sun setting. So let's just try another one. So if I go change it to 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay, you can see the shadow changed, and then the panel will follow the direction of the sun. Okay, so we're not going to do this today. So first, let's close this and also close this file. I'm going to open this file. So 23007. You should be able to download this family. Okay, just do a little search and you will find this file. So first, maybe I'll just delete this one. We only need this one. So first, we're going to modify this family so it will work. So because currently there's only one rotation, so it's basically just up or down. So just only one direction. Right, so now let's edit this family. So first I'm going to delete all these the panel, and maybe we don't need this sweep. Instead I'm just going to uncheck this is reference line, so make it a model line so we can see it. Okay, so that's enough. We don't need this profile, and also there's extra point on this line. Previously we used this to place those profiles, so we don't need them anymore. So that's another one here, and then also this point, so you can see it's on the angle. We don't need it. So basically one adaptive point to place this family, and this point with an offset to act, so with a line between them, act as like a structure. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, so first I'm going to explain a little bit about how this can be done. So I'm going to do a screenshot of this one. Okay, so let's imagine, because I am in Australia, so southern what's that word? Hemisphere. So we usually just do this. So north is top page. So when we do sun study, so usually we do this, right? So this is north, and then when early in the morning, so in the winter, so the sun goes like this. In summer, sun go like this, and then in the morning, so this is in the morning. So for example, maybe 9 o'clock, the sun's here. Okay, so in here, and then there is an angle. So this angle, so this is azimuth. Okay, AZI. So in the morning, this angle is usually, a positive. So for example, 9 o'clock, it might be 50 degrees. Okay, and in 12 o'clock, it's usually close to 0. So it's top. So in the north usually. So. And then in the afternoon it will go here, so the azimuth become a negative number. So for example, maybe in the afternoon 3 o'clock, this angle become negative 40 degree. So okay, so this is azimuth. And another one is the altitude. Altitude is the height of the sun in the sky. So if I do a section, okay, looking this way. So this is, sun's over there. So this is the ground. You're standing here looking at the sun. Okay, so this is you. And if I connect this one is altitude. Okay, so this is sun. This is altitude. And usually in the morning and during the afternoon, so the angle will be quite small, and then 12 o'clock it will be the maximum. So in the summer it will be very high, 80 degree or something, or 70. But in the winter it will be 40, 30, 40, something like that. So today we're going to add these two angles into that family, so we can use these two angles to control the orientation of that panel. Okay, so if I create a panel onto this point, so we're going to build these two parameter to it. Okay, so now let's have a look. So let's go back here. So first, let's imagine that's the north direction. Okay, so north, and then first, let me think. Hang on, let me think first. What should we do? I think first we're going to just create a point, use draw on world plan, set world plan, and pick this. Oh, hang on, let me just double check. So it looks like there's one extra world plan over there. I think it's probably, hang on, let me just, it might be okay, if I check this one, okay, and then there's only one. Yeah, I think I'll just I'm not sure because there are two, so I'll just have a try. Okay, so I'll set world plan. I'll pick the bigger one and then place it onto this. So the first point I want to have is I just want to have a line, a point offset from this one. So this gives us a direction. Okay, so a direction that's like true north, or parallel to this line, so extent of this line. So just double check. If I move this one, yeah, it works. Okay, good. If I move this one, it follows. Yeah, good. So now, okay, and then so if I rotate this a little bit, so and then if I place another point and onto the horizontal world plane of this point, and hang on, let me just try to place it onto it. Yeah, okay, and then I want this one to go up. So with this offset, you can see this is offset from this point. So still this point for this one, for this one, for this one. So if I move this one, it should move all together. So now, if you can see this angle can be the altitude. Okay, so which is this one. Okay, so right. Okay, so if this is the altitude, and then if I place another point, draw on world plan, set onto the vertical world plan of this point, and place onto this point again, and then select this point, and I can move it, maybe to this direction. And so, and if I see this, if I go to the top, okay, so if I click on top, go to the top, looking down, and maybe I'll rotate this one by 90 degrees. So imagine that's north, and you can see that angle can be the azimuth. So which is this one, this angle, or this one. So can be positive or negative, right? Altitude should always be positive, because when altitude is negative, you can't see the sun. Okay, so now if I connect this point and this point, and create a spline. So this, I'll make it reference line. So this reference line will be the direction of the sun. So if you're standing here, the sun's over there. So now let me just double check. Oh, hang on. Looks like we have some issue. Once as soon as we connect, let me Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. So this is something you need to be very aware, because you can see currently all these points follow. So this point follow this one, this follows this one point, follow this follow this, this follow this, and if I move this point, so everything will follow, right? But as soon as I create a spline through these two, so you can see we lost the control of these 3 points. So instead of connect this one with this one, I'm going to place a point, draw on face, and place onto this line, and then select this point and this one, create a line, create a spline through points, and check the box. So now I'm going to just drag this to this end. So now let's try again. So yep, everything follow this point. So that's good. Now the next step is we need to work out the parameter, right? Okay, so the first, let me just try to find an angle too. So maybe here, I'll just, I'm going to just explain the formula. Okay, so let's just do a screenshot. Okay, so here it is. This is north. Okay, so 90. So if I draw another one, so this is 90 degree, right? And then, okay, so this one will be the altitude of the sun, and this, there will be vertical line, a draw a dash line, and then that's just go. If I do it this, do a like half circle, and connect this point to this point, and sorry, it's a bit hard. So from here to here. So this is the azimuth. Okay, so this is altitude. LT. Okay, how now? Because we offset from this point to this one. So this is there's a value, right? So we just name it. So for example, offset, and from this one, we're going to calculate. We're going to hang on. Let me think. We're going to we're going to create two parameters. One is this angle, okay? The other one is ALT. So once we have these two angles, and we can calculate this, because in this one triangular shape, so I'll just draw it here, and that's the right angle 90 degree, and so this is offset OFS, and this one is altitude. So in this, so yeah, it's let me just look, from here. Okay, so it will be something like this. So this is offset, this is ALT, and we can get this one. So let's call this what do we call this? X, or let's call it X. For example, X equals what? From this one, these two, I know tangent ALT equals X divided by OFS. So X equals tangent ALT times OFS. Okay, so we can get this, and then once we get this, we also need to get this one. Okay, we need to get this one. How can we get this one? Let me hang on. Sorry, my brands. Not working now. Let me think. Okay, yeah. If we're looking from the top, so that's angle that like that. So that's azimuth. Okay, so and then we know that. Hang on. I think. Yeah. So that's OFS. So once again, we can get from. So if we call this one Y, I think it's the same. Okay, it's the same. Y equals tangent, but instead of LT, azimuth times OFS. So yeah, so basically it's the same formula, and then we can get what we can get is get a point here where the sun is, and then connect it. Okay, so let's do it. Go to family types. So first we need to create those two. So I'll call it A, L, T. Okay, and angle, and instance, and okay. Another one, azimuth, A, Z, I, angle, instance, and okay. Okay, so for now, I'm going to just give them a number. So because when we have 0 for them, so sometimes when you use them in the formula, it might break the break the whole thing. And then we need to create. So first the offset. Okay, so offset length instance. Okay, and then I'll just use X instance Y. Oh, sorry, Y. Length instance. Okay, so now we have all the parameters we need. Okay, so first the offset. We apply the offset to this one, so just apply offset to it. And okay, so yeah, so maybe, sorry, so what that means is because we have offset as 0, and by if we apply that one, so the point will go in the same location. So maybe we just, for now, we just put in 100. Okay, so now apply 100 to it. Okay, so then for this we're going to give it X. That's fine, just leave it. Okay, so because once we give them the formula, give X and Y formula, so it will change the location of those points. So now X, we just go back to here. X equals this one, so tangent altitude times OFS. X here, so tangent TAN bracket ALT altitude times time of OFS. Okay, the same. I'm going to copy this. Control V, just change altitude to azimuth. Okay, offset, apply. Okay, so now this should be it. And then we just need to place a point. You draw on face, place onto this reference line. Draw reference. I'm going to just use this circumscribed polygon. Draw on world plan, set world plan, pick this point. I just draw a I'll change this one to 4, so make it a square. Or actually, let's make a hexagon. Oh, maybe square. It's because square is easier to control. Okay, so something like that. Okay, and then I'll just do dimension di. Di each edge, the distance between the point and all these edges. And then we just apply, select all these dimensions, and because we previously have this half width, I'm just going to use that. So now you can see it goes like this, and then we can just drag that point back onto this end. Okay, so we now select this, create a form. Usually you will see a option. There will be 2 options. One is solid on the left, but I can't find it. Anyway, just click anywhere just to create a solid, and I'll just delete the surface. So we have this surface, and also to I'll just uncheck, not uncheck, just make this not a reference. So later when we place into here, so there won't be a lot of invisible lines that you can accidentally pick. And I think this is it. So now let's load this one into here. So overwrite, and okay, great. Now this is a panel we can control using two parameters, altitude and azimuth. So first I want to check. So if I change this to 0, so the panel should be vertical, right? Great. And 45 should be facing up. And also I want to check the azimuth. If it's 90 degrees, it should facing there. Oh, looks like something's not right. Oh, hang on, 90 degrees, is that right? 45. Looks like something's not right. Try 0 degree. Oh, hang on, 45. I'll change this 45 to 0. Yeah, I think it looks okay. So try again, 45. Yeah, that direction. So if negative 45 should be on the left. Yeah, great. So I think that's correct. And now, before we start to use Dynamo, I want to do one more thing. Usually, southern hemisphere, so the sun's always in the north direction. So I'm going to just select everything here and rotate RO, rotate them by 90 degrees. Okay, so it will make more sense. Oh, hang on. Those families still facing east. Okay, that's fine. I'll select all, because previously when we do this family, we add a rotation parameter to control the direction. So it should be A. If I type in 90 degree, yeah. So now all these panels now facing north. Okay. So let's do the Dynamo thing. Okay, so go to Manage and Dynamo. Okay, new. So first we need to select all these family, right? So go to, it's under Revit in the selection. So let me just drag this out a little bit. Selection, element, so it should be family types. And here, so that's it. And also I want to change this one to manual for now. So yeah, all element of family types. This one link to this. So if I click run, so this will give us a list of all these families, 84 of them. And then it's very simple. It's basically just write set a parameter by name, and then link this element. So parameter name is, so one is so just double click here, it's altitude and azimuth. Okay, so that's it. So we need two of this. Just Control C, Control V, and then link this to altitude, link this to azimuth. Okay, so now we need to get the altitude and azimuth of the sun setting, right? So what we need to do is we need to go in here to find it. Not sure where it is. Let's have a look. Not sure, maybe search sun setting. Okay, see, I found one. Azimuth and altitude. Great. So let me just click on this, click on this. Okay, so I'm going to just run, have a look and see what happens if I click on run. Nothing. So we still need sun setting. So it looks like we need to connect something to this. So here looks like this current. Okay, great. Click on this, so we can link this to this, link this to this, and then run again. So and see. Okay, so it gives us a number. So this looks like an angle, a degree. So currently, yeah, I'm not sure about the sun setting, current sun setting. So let's just have a look. Graphic display option, lighting. Okay, so it looks like it's currently it's not a sun, it's a lighting, just with an angle. So which means it will change every time you rotate. So you can see it rotate, the shadow will change as well. So it won't be correct. So we just need to go lighting, in session lighting. So just pick a steel, and I'm going to just pick a, instead of changing this one, maybe I'll just duplicate one. So for today's exercise, so I'll just call it new. Okay, so new. And then for this one, so first you need to set your location. So of course I'm not in Boston. Let's find my place. Okay. Do you mean? Yep, that's about it. Okay. And yeah, so that's fine. That's the date. So you just pick a day, spring or summer or winter, and the time. And okay, so if I click on OK, this should set a time. So now if I rotate, you will see the shadow will always stay there, because it's not related to the view. Okay, so it's related to a time. So if I click on run, so this gives us altitude, which is the height of the sun, and azimuth, so which 34 degree means if I draw a line and rotate it by 34 degrees, so it's there, right? So it looks about right. Now we just need to give this one. So this is azimuth. This azimuth is this one. So link this to this, and then link this to this. Okay, so maybe I'll just change this one so it's clearer. Oh, better. Oh, hang on. No, just let's just ignore it. Basically, just link the altitude to the one. So see altitude. Okay, so yeah. Okay. What's next? Click on run. Okay, so you can see it change all the angle of these panels to face the sun, right? So now we can change this one to automatic. Okay, and then just leave it, just move it here, just leave it there, and then we can just go into the graphic display setting and change the time. So if I click on here, maybe at 9 o'clock in the morning, AM. Okay, so you can see the shadow changed, but the panels haven't. So if I click OK, so it will automatically run this one. So see, this panel will face the sun. So let's do last one. Okay, so if I change this to how about very late? Okay, 7 o'clock. Apply. Okay. Yeah, still works. Still looks the altitude is very, very small. Oh, it's actually, hang on. Azimuth is negative 85, which is close to this direction. And altitude is 6, so it's still positive. So the sun is still in the sky. How about we change it to 8 o'clock and see what happens. Okay, should be negative. Oh, hang on, still there. How about 10 o'clock at night? Okay. Oh, this one's azimuth 90 degree. I think I probably I broke it. Anyway, better just change it back. 12 o'clock. How about 12? Should be, you know, facing the north. 12 p.m. Yeah, correct. Okay. Oh, hang on. 12 o'clock should be north. 12 p.m. Okay. Yeah. 12. Oh, interesting. 12 o'clock should be. Sorry, last one. How about 1 p.m.? Apply. Oh, looks like 2. Oh, okay, interesting. I saw 12 o'clock should be like a quite true north. It's actually, you know, it's more like a 1 o'clock or a 1:30. Yeah, like 1:30. Yeah, okay. All the panel, yeah, facing north. Great. And yeah, that's it. So it's actually quite simple, right? If I will upload this family for you, and also if you didn't catch this part, I'll just you know, it's very simple. So just stop here for a few seconds so you can do a screenshot or follow this. And okay, so that's it. I will close this and I'll save this file for you. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I will see you next time. Thank you.